everyone, and today we got the second episode of the Light News, where we're going to cover three topics that kind of happened last week. But first of all, happy Kwanzaa, happy New Year's, and the rest of the holidays going on still. Obviously, Christmas just passed, but there's a few more holidays with some work days off. So happy rest of the holidays to whatever you guys celebrate. Now, first up, we got the most hilarious way that Andrew Tate went down. We got his arrest, or it may not be his arrest yet. It may be more detainment. Of course, verbiage can change. It can mean different things, so I'll hold off on saying exactly what it is. But basically detained in Romania with his brother and two other people following a little exchange he had with Greta, I forget when this happened, but she's that girl who was really into climate change and advocating for that or whatever way back in the day. He basically tweeted at her for no reason saying, hey, give me your email and I can sit here and tell you how much car emissions I'm doing every single year with all of these supercars that I own. She responded back with a tweet, which I'll put up on the screen. And he responded back yet again with a video, basically him smoking a cigar and just clapping back from that burn that he got. And for some reason, Romanian police were looking for him or something, and they saw that the box he had was a local pizza chain in Romania. And because of that, they were able to find him, track him down pretty easily, and detained him. So yeah, we'll see what happens. I think this is a W in general. Because I don't know. I highly hope anybody watching this doesn't disagree and is somehow thinking Tate makes sense. I'll say this, the best points he's ever made, because he makes horrible takes, but he's made some decent takes, and those decent takes are just the most generic babble I've ever heard with some propaganda thrown in there. It's all it really is. Like, he has never made a decent, well-articulated point. He takes a topic like, men rights, right, are going down. And that's something as a man for most people can get behind, right? Like, there are some things where men are given sort of the short stick, but I don't think it's as prevalent and as blown up as he makes it seem in a lot of his videos, right? He's basically acting like men are just being thrown to the wolves. And here's the thing, people talk too much in these grandeur statements, right? I mean, think about your daily life. Like, your daily life for most people is not filled with all of these negatives. Yes, it does affect a lot of people, of course, but especially for men, like, we live our lives and we really, what do? We see our family, we get to work for 8 hours a day, and then we play some video games or do a hobby or something like that, right? Most of our lives do not center around all of these negativities that are always being perpetuated by these snake oil salesmen. And that's all he does. He just tries to cater to people's disenfranchised sentiments and act like, he's got the answer to it, right? Like, listen to me, I made money. Because that's so dumb, right? Like, I make a decent amount of money working in the IT field, but I would not go down and tell people, okay, the secret to it is to be a dick or to stand up for yourself doing this. Like, no, my secret to making money in the IT field is to read IT books, right? He made his money. I don't even actually know. I've never done a huge deep dive on him, but I mean, he was a big kickboxer, right? So what? The secret of getting rich isn't to hate women or whatever the hell he tries to say. The secret to making money through him, right, is to learn how to kickbox. Like, that's what it is. People try and say all these special things on top of it. It's not. You made your money the way you made your money, and it's not going to work for everybody. And if it does, it's going to be because they go down that same field. Now, certain mentalities help, but to sell it as the answer to everything is the most ridiculous thing anybody has ever tried to do. Now, next up, we got a little bit of a weirder story. So Kanye West was supposedly missing for like 2 weeks. His manager or somebody that works with him said, and they just didn't know where he was. He went off the grid, wasn't found anywhere. And then it turns out, I think the same person was the one that updated everybody. He was found at church. So he wasn't really missing, I guess. And I also don't even know what that statement means. He was found in church. Like, he was hiding out there for 2 weeks. That doesn't make any sense. I'm assuming he just went off the grid, get away from all the drama and everything that's going on, and then somebody happened to see him at church. You know what I mean? Like, that was one of the things that he did when he was off the grid. I don't know. It's kind of funny to me. It's also a little bit funny how he talks about how bad a group of people are, right? A certain religion. And then he's like so wholeheartedly into his religion based off the exact same fucking backstory. Like, I don't understand this divide between people. And this is with somebody who had to go to a Catholic school and stuff like that. Not for very long, but my family is Catholic. And to me, it's just ridiculous. Like, why are we fighting? And the fact that he doesn't see the irony in that he's so highly religious. He's talking about a specific other religion is just mind blowing to me. Yeah, if you were scared that Kanye West had fallen off, maybe died or something, don't worry. He's been found. You can call up the search dogs. And And on to the very last story of today. And this is a quick episode, of course, but the last story, we got something that I wasn't expecting because I kind of just stopped paying attention or even seeing news about him. But Bill Cosby is, I guess his case got overturned, something like that. And he is now going on tour, a comedy tour, which is just strange to me. The fact that, first of all, there's just so many strange decisions here. Let's go through a few of them. Case got overturned, number one. Now, I'm not going to speak too heavily on it. I don't think that it should have been overturned, but that is a personal opinion. And when it comes to the legal system, gonna do what it's gonna do, right? Number two, whoever's hosting this tour is allowing this to happen. Like, people have been dropped from sponsors of much less, from rumors of something that's not even as bad as what he was convicted for a short while of, at least. And so for some reason, it's being hosted and it's being allowed. Third one is he chose to go back into the limelight after everything that happened. That's a strange decision. I think Kanye West did it right there, where he just disappeared for a little while. Another strange decision, people are buying the tickets to it. I don't understand that either. I actually saw some posts about this article, and some of the comments were basically talking about, well, you know, he's a horrible person, but he is a legend in comedy, so of course I had to buy tickets. And I'm like, come on, bro. I don't believe in a lot of like burning items that you have, right? Like when everybody was boycotting, I think it was Nike or Jordans or something, and they were all just burning the shoes. That never made sense to me. Like, you already paid for it. They're not gaining any more money by you wearing it. You could say it's for, you know, everyone's always like, well, you know, we burned the Nikes or whatever so that the brand doesn't get out there. I'm like, bro, everybody in the world knows the brand. You're not helping them by wearing the shoes and being like, hey, I got 10 more people today to figure out Nike exists. That doesn't happen anymore. They're a well-known brand. Everybody fucking knows them. So at this point, if you own the shoes, just wear them till they break. You paid for it. Just use it. But I do understand boycotting in the way of, I'm not going to further purchase and further help this company by buying more product. And in this case, I don't understand why nobody's like, hey, let's not buy tickets from a very, very horrible person. But, you know, people are going to do what they're going to do, I guess. But anyway, guys, that is the 3 stories I wanted to cover. I'm making these videos quicker so that they're more digestible for you guys. And you don't have to sit here and watch a 20-minute video about some random things. It's just a quick update sort of video. And yeah, guys, I hope you have a good rest of your holidays and a good rest of the week. I'll be back tomorrow with another reaction, as always, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And then every Sunday we have these little quick recaps of what happened this week. So thank you guys for watching, and I will catch you guys on the next one.